Hello, my beautiful ducklings. It's your friendly Grumpeteer, and I'm back again with another Steven Universe vlog. And today's episode is Keeping It Together. But also, today is your friendly Grumpeteer's birthday. Yay! And as my birthday present to you, I have finally finished and uploaded my Over the Garden Wall parody, Under the Olive Garden Wall, to my channel. And if you haven't heard the thousands of promotions I've done for it already, please go watch it because it's so good. Grumpeteer seal of approval, it's that good. And I also got some cool Steven Universe shirts before I start the vlog. As my loyal Grumpet fans, I thought you'd like to see this little Gem Bits t-shirt. Like a Steven Universe kind of... Oh, it's stuck together. Wait, yeah. Steven Universe cereal kind of thing going on. It even says Rebecca Sugar Frosted. There's a little joke about the guys down there and all the different gems. And secondly, last but certainly not least, and secondly, I got this, because I'm a big art nerd, I got this Gustav Klimt style Ruby and Sapphire, the Kiss shirt. And segues, because today's episode is about these two, my favorite two characters on the show, Ruby and Sapphire, or Garnet, I guess. Although, I'll admit, after this episode, I never really liked Peridot too much, but after this episode, she's becoming one of my favorites, just of how, like, out of it she is. So anyway, in this episode, the gems are folding laundry in the beginning, and Garnet's talking about how Peridot is on Earth. She's obviously here, and they need to go out and stop her as soon as possible. And can I just mention, they get straight into that. I mean, like, the first line of dialogue, they don't even get into the character shots. It's already Garnet talking about how they need to get into it. They don't waste any time in this episode, and it is... I'm not gonna get to it. I'll get to it later. I have to explain the plot first. So they go to the kindergarten because Peridot's plan was to reactivate the kindergarten. And Steven asks what's so bad about the kindergarten thing. Well, it turns out that those big, I think they were called injectors, those big insect sort of things that we saw at the kindergarten, inject gems into the earth, and then nutrients and whatever you need to, I don't know, make a human, are sucked out of the earth, or not a human, a gem, are sucked out of the earth and put into the gem, and it becomes a gem, and probably like a parasite, as they said in On the Run. Or, that's how Amethyst was made. And more likely than not, they come out of those little holes in the wall, just like a failed Cartoon Network game show. So, so the gems go there, and they don't see Peridot, but Steven finds her. She tries to run away. There's a pretty cool action scene, and Steven, and when Pearl and Amethyst run off to find her after her little, finger flies her away, Garnet and Steven find what Peridot was actually doing, which is the area we saw in Marble Madness. I think it was Marble Madness. Yeah, in Marble Madness, where she was just controlling the thing. Something's going on there. She pulled some tubes out of the wall, and what Peridot, or Homeworlds, I don't know what it is. You can hear it in my voice. It's a little hoarse today. It was a big day for me. 15. Whoop whoop whoop. So anyway, so Garnet and Steven find out in an I'm just gonna say now, this scene was so well done. I don't know who boarded it, or who directed it, or who wrote it, or even who said let's have this. But this scene was so well just executed. I mean, the tension is there, and seeing Garnet, the most strong and fierce leader of the team, just completely powerless and completely has no idea what to do, and the music complements it so perfectly, the creepy atmosphere, and the horrible, well, not horrible in the good, horrible way, I guess, the horrible imagery of like a hand and a foot connected together, and there's just this amazing little animation thing where these gem shards come together, and it comes out like it's forming into a giant monster, and it's what is it doing? It's like glitching all out like an old Atari glitch or something. And it's just, it looks so good. and it's a really good scene. It's a really good episode. I'm just gonna tell you now. I really liked it. But anyway, so Garnet and Steven find out that what the Homeworld gems have been doing have been taking the shards of dead crystal gems and fusing them together into horrible, disgusting Cronenberg beasts. And Garnet sees this and she's completely shocked because as a fusion, she can't stand to see them like this. They didn't choose to be like this. It was Homeworld. Dun dun dun. Do you even play that on a piano? Would that be like an organ, I think? I don't know. Would it be an organ? Like, dun dun dun. I think that's a piano. Off topic. So Garnet is disgusted to see this. She beats up the big old beast, and the gems go home, but Garnet's pretty shaken by this entire encounter. So Steven goes and they talk it out, and that's pretty much, well, they talk it out. Obviously there's more to talk about with Steven and Garnet talking to each other, but the gist of it is there's some pretty good character development on Garnet and what GM fusing is, and the physics and all that fun stuff, and just some really good talk about Ruby and Sapphire. So anyway, holy moly, ravioli and a plate of stromboli and macaroni and Joe Pesci and a Beshies and Obama and Joe Obama and Osama and Yo Mama and A-Bama and B-Bama and C-Bama and D-Bama and E-Bama and G-Bama and F-Bama. This was amazing. This was Rebecca Sugar was like, that Cruppeteer guy, he's been doing my vlogs. He's been doing vlogs on my show since day one. And you know what? You know what we're going to do for him, Crooniverse? We're going to make him the coolest episode we can for his birthday. And Mrs. Sugar, it's Ms. Sugar, you devil you did it. You made the Cruppeteer's birthday 10 times better than it already was, times 10. And what an amazing episode you made. So I don't even know where to start, how amazing it was. I already talked about it prior to this, prior to, me chanting all about it now. And what is my dog doing in here? What are you doing? Go. He's my dog. His name's Kona. He's cute. You saw him in that Dog vs. Vacuum Cleaner video. Anyway, that kind of sidetracked me. As I said before about the scene where Garnet comes in and she sees the gems and she's just shocked. The atmosphere and the delivery of the lines, the look on Garnet's face, the animation, everything ties together so amazingly to make such a tense scene, an unsettling scene. The music is just so wrong. Everything is wrong about it, and it's an amazing kind of wrong. It's not like the Felix the Cat movie or Dance Pants Powerpuff Girls. Everything's wrong and nothing's right. No, everything is wrong in the right way. It's the amazing amount of unsettling that we see in something like Rose's Room or Rose's Scabbard, which both have rose in them, huh? Like that. They're not trying to create, a happy, fuzzy feeling in you. They're trying to create the feeling that they're alone and they don't have any help. No one. Oh, what? Dog, get out. I apologize. They're trying to create the atmosphere that nothing is right. Everybody's against the crystal gems. The crystal gems aren't that powerful of a force themselves. They can be shaken. And Garnet's the only character we haven't seen visibly shaken or affected or kind of suffering from the whole Rose's Lost thing, not too much, or kind of any scenario at all. So seeing her in such a state of helplessness against such a shocking, disturbing thing is a boom, is an amazing, just breathtaking. I'm at a loss for. I'm just rambling on now. Just a amazing episode overall. Everything about it I can't think of any faults with this episode. It's got comedy, you know, in the beginning. It brings back Peridot, and while I didn't like Peridot too much before, I'm liking her character a lot more. She's more of like the Louis C.K., Mark Maron sort of. Everything kind of goes wrong, and she's just trying to do something, but everything goes wrong for her anyway. I know she's a fan favorite amongst most, and I didn't really see it until now. Now I'm really starting to like her a bit more. My old green Dorito friend. Better than a cheesy poof. Jasper, I'll tell you that. Everything about this episode is right. I really, you heard me bamble on for 10 minutes now about how great it was. Best episode in this in this Stephen Baum so far, and one of the best episodes of the show so far, if not the best scene in any episode so far. So I will see you guys later. Please check out my parody. Send me a happy birthday cake if you want to send me a happy birthday cake. And thumbs up, subscribe, and all that fun stuff.